Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Atlas of Cursed Places. This is a National Geographic series, docu-series, and this is actually kind of fun. Sam Sheridan is the name of the person who's hosting this. He does the voiceover, he appears on screen, and he visits different parts of the world where things are kind of weird. Things get kind of weird. Of course, the very first one you have to hit on is the Bermuda Triangle. This is a legendary space in the ocean near Bermuda, of all places, strangely enough. This is one season, by the way. It's from 2020, and each of the episodes are about 45 or so minutes long. And there's 5 different episodes currently in season 1. I don't know if they're going to come back to it because, again, the pandemic hit around 2020, so... Is anything ever going to come back? No. You also get to see Curse of Vlad the Impaler. You can dig into the Dracula mythos. Come on, that's kind of cool. The Curse of the Bayou. So you get to go down to New Orleans and all the voodoo and everything else that's going on down there. We also get to see the Curse of Atlantis. What's up with Atlantis? Where did the myth of Atlantis come from? Was it real? Did it come? Where was it born from? And then the Curse of West Virginia, which apparently is just West Virginia. So I've been there. So yeah, it's there's apparently a curse in West Virginia, or it's just the state. I don't know. I've only watched the one episode. I've watched the Bermuda Triangle one, but each of these sound really interesting. Maybe Bermuda, maybe West Virginia is also interesting. I don't know. But yeah, it's hey, we're right in the spooky season, the Halloween and whatever. Do you notice people saying the spooky season more often now? Like, it's not just Halloween, it's just spooky season. What is that? I don't know. I mean, I understand what they're referring to. I just wasn't sure that, like, is it an official title? I don't know. Anyway, the series follows him. He has a sense of humor about things, and he's sometimes a little bit crude. And so yeah, you'll hear him say a phrase, at least in the first episode, that I've never heard on Disney Plus ever, and probably never will, except maybe from Deadpool. I don't know. But yeah, he has a sense of humor about it all. He talks about his childhood and a little bit, and a little what formed his interest in the mysterious and things like that. He is there to discover the strange mysteries surrounding the Bermuda Triangle, what created the mythos of it, and what's truly behind it. So, and is it really the place where just ships and planes just constantly disappear? Is there like an interdimensional vortex that just sucks all sorts of planes and things? I mean, there's an X-Files, or probably more than one. It's been a while since I've seen the X-Files. If you don't know what the X-Files is, ask grandparents. So yeah, it's we get to see a lot of hands-on research. He gets to go to the Bermuda Triangle. He gets to find. He's looking for shipwrecks. He's looking for the Flight 19, the World War II planes that suddenly got lost. And there's recordings of their conversations as they are getting a little bit out of whack, and there's people tracking them and everything else, but they don't seem to be going the right direction no matter what. And suddenly they're gone. There's people in Florida who might have a solution. Might have what might be the remains of at least one of the planes in that mysterious time over 75 years ago. I don't know. Will they find it? And if they find anything, will it be one of those planes? Well, you'll have to watch the episode to find out. They go diving in a place where a number of ships have disappeared. There's so many ships have disappeared, like 1,600 or so have disappeared in that area over the centuries. And what I did not realize, that one of the earliest aspects, one of the earliest inspirations, if not the earliest inspiration for the Bermuda Triangle, it came from Christopher Columbus, who wrote in one of his journals that he saw lights floating in the sky as if a flame was floating above, near his ship, but in the distance. Could it have been a spaceship? Could it have been aliens? Could it have been a sea creature with blazing eyes? Could it have been people on a hillside of an island, and they were natives who happened to have fires going? Could be that too. And so certain things are recreated to see if it holds any water. If what Columbus might have seen could have been something just completely normal, something that he just didn't understand. And when it comes to the Bermuda Triangle, is it that much more of a dangerous place for ships and planes and everything else than it is compared to the rest of the world? Well, we use facts, and when you get to see him interviewing a number of different people, when you get to see him sitting down in a bar with this one guy named Michael, and I've forgotten his last name already. He's an author who's written about the Bermuda Triangle. Well, let's just say science and fact tends to bear out a different story. But hey, we like to be the type of people who try to find answers, conspiracies, whatever, behind everything. So whether it makes sense or not, whether it's real or not, we tend to like to find reason in the unreasonable. Bolstered by nothing but sometimes our own imaginations. And sometimes it's okay, and sometimes it can get a little out of hand, as we've seen in recent years. But I say definitely check this out. I might actually. This is one of those things. You know what? I am one of the rare moments where I'm going to add this to my watch list, and hopefully it will not be removed before I get around to it, because I have a lot of stuff on my watch list that I am never going to get around to. I picked this up to randomly select an episode, but I realized that tomorrow, actually later tonight, tomorrow, maybe I'll just watch it tomorrow afternoon. I don't know. We'll see. Haunted Mansion premieres on Disney+. Yes, the summer film that not a lot of people saw, including myself. I'm going to be watching it for the first time, and I'll come back here to talk to you about it. So that's what we're going to get tomorrow. Haunted Mansion, Rosario Dawson, Owen Wilson, and Danny DeVito. It's just all sorts of people in that one. Jamie Lee Curtis is Madame Leota. So I'll be back here tomorrow. I know too much about this film without actually ever seeing it. But I say come back here tomorrow, and I'll talk all about Haunted Mansion on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here.